Hi everyone, it's Sasha from Women's Fight News. It's just me today. Susie is at home getting ready to come up to London tomorrow. So of course I'm in London. I've just been at the weigh-in a couple of hours ago. So just a quick video on my reaction from the weigh-in. And for me, it lived up to the expectations. I feel like we were expecting big things, and for me, 100% delivered at all costs. And it's been a long day for me. I left Liverpool at 4:15 this morning, and it took me 7 hours to get here. And I can't even be angry because it was completely worth every minute in the car. So we obviously had the undercard, and that kind of went as expected. Everyone hit weight as we expected. Everyone was there, kind of not a lot of beef going on, a lot of respect. And it's great. And I'm really excited to see all them 9 fighters on the undercard go to action tomorrow. I think it's a great opportunity actually for us as boxing fans to watch the future of boxing all in the one place, all on the one show. The 9 of them girls on the undercard have the potential to become world champions. It's such a great opportunity for us as fans to watch them all. And equally for all the other girls, all the opposition. What an opportunity for them to be part of a huge card. So listen, I'm excited. I'm going to be there from the first fight. I recommend all of you are as well to watch it. Don't miss any of the action. But then, once all that had been said and done and we got the weigh-in, ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER comes out and MIKAELA Mayer. So for me, this lived up to the hype. I feel like we were expecting big things. There's been beef going on ever since ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER beat Terry Harper, there's been beef. Now, I genuinely think they don't like each other, but definitely it's business as well. That's clear to see. And MIKAELA Mayer does a very good job at that. She's definitely sold that fight from the second that ALYCIA won that title. And now look, they're getting the career high purse on this massive platform, and it's exciting. And yeah, I think a lot of it's genuine animosity, but I also do think some of it's to build the fight. But either way, I'm all for it, and I'm absolutely loving it. So obviously we've had lots of back and forth. They've had to be, I think every opportunity that they've been together face to face, MIKAELA and ALYCIA, they've had to be split up. And again, today was no different. Now, if you've not seen it yet, go onto our YouTube. We've got the video and the reel out of MIKAELA Mayer's reaction. So what's happened is they've both hit the scales, and they've both been bang on weight. I'm going to tell you the weight in a second. And that was another thing with MIKAELA Mayer. People and myself, were questioning whether she'd comfortably make the weight. They both made it at 9 stone, 3 pounds and 5 ounces each of them. Both looked in incredible shape, best shapes of their career. So I don't know if any, MIKAELA saying ALYCIA struggled to make weight, vice versa. To me, it looked like they both made weight as comfortably as you can. So they've done their thing. They're getting the belts, and of course they go head to head. And then, of course, they get up in each other's face, saying things to each other. And ALYCIA pushes MIKAELA. And then, obviously, they get dragged back by security. And it's great straight away. You just think, right, that's what we were expecting. And you think it's going to end. And then MIKAELA Mayer does this, just MMA kick from nowhere. And like I say, go and have a look at the video on our YouTube if you've not seen it yet. But MIKAELA Mayer kicks ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER. And then they get separated. And what a hype. Absolutely loved it. If you were there, no one was expecting the kick. I feel like she delivered on that, something we weren't expecting. And great buzz around everyone who was at the weigh-in as well. And when MIKAELA Mayer was asked about it after, again, great response from MIKAELA by saying, she had hold of 3 belts. Her hands were full, so she had to kick when ALYCIA pushed her. What I find interesting is what people have said. So I've had a little look. So I've been posting this on social media, and a lot of people have then said that they feel MIKAELA Mayer's rattled by ALYCIA. And I don't see it like that way personally. I personally don't think any of the 4 big, I don't think anyone's rattled. I don't think, including Claressa and Savannah, I don't think any of the top 4 here are getting to the level they're at, getting to fighting for unification, getting to fight for undisputed. All of them hold world titles. I don't think any of them would be in that position if they were easily rattled. So for me, I don't buy any of it. However, I get what people are saying. So people saying BAUMGARDNER's got into her head. And that seemed to be the common theme. She's rattled. MIKAELA Mayer's rattled. BAUMGARDNER's been in her head all week. I thought it was the other way around, to be fair, especially the first, before it was cancelled and postponed. I thought May was doing a very good job at getting in Baumgardner's head. And Baumgardner was quite quick to react, quite quick to shout. And obviously she was swearing, and there was that big thing of she got banned from doing stuff live on Sky Sports. Now, you can take it either way. Obviously, MIKAELA May has reacted and then done this like horse kick. But Baumgardner pushed her first. So you beg the question of like, well, who's more rattled then? If that's the case, then if you're going off that, you would say ALYCIA Baumgardner's rattled because she's the one who's reacted first, and then May has reacted off that. So I don't know. I wouldn't say May has rattled at all, in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'm very excited. Other people again are saying that this should be the main event. We obviously know Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, that is the main event, that it should be in its own right. But I think, and I've said a lot, I think America have missed out massively on this being a massive headline. But I don't think it's the last time we'll see them face each other in the ring. So, you know, it will definitely be a headline fight in the future. I think it could be fight of the night. And then they're looking at, then they will go off in their own respective careers after this fight for the short term anyway. And then I'm sure they'll be headlining their own events because that you imagine this is going to be a big fight. And like I say, I don't think it's the last time we're going to see them fight each other. My opinion stands even after the weigh-in. I still think MIKAELA May is going to win. However, ALYCIA Baumgardner looks in unbelievable shape. Like, it's absolutely incredible. She looks so strong. So, I mean, yeah, if she lands one of them punches, we don't know what's going to happen. But I am still going with MIKAELA May winning that one. Move on to Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Started off a lot more calm. They come on, they do their thing, they do face-to-face. Not one word was spoken between them. They turn away, pose for the camera, and then they just walk off. And it was a lot quieter than I thought. I thought there'd be a bit of back and forth. Then Sky bring Claressa over, and obviously she was asked, why was it so quiet? And you know, Claressa had a very good answer of, we've done all the talking, it's all about tomorrow in the ring. And it is as simple as that now, you know, nothing more can be said. They've done all the talking for what feels like a long time. You know, this has been a fight that's been brewing for 10 years. Then we had the build-up for the first show, and then we've had the build-up for the second show. So I feel like people have ran out of questions to ask them. I feel like it's all been a little bit repetitive. So I actually feel quite sorry for them a little bit with the amount of times they're having to answer the same question. So I did like the fact today that it was very calm, just face to face. And then Claressa did get a little bit, I suppose, rowdy at the end as she's getting interviewed by Sky. There was people in the, like people watching who were shouting things. I'm not 100% sure what they were shouting. But, you know, Claressa reacted and she was shouting Team USA and kind of done a bit of a fuck you as she walked off. Again, that video is on our YouTube. Just look at it because it's, for me, the best exit I've ever seen from a weigh-in, you know. But I'll be honest, for me, Claressa Shields oozes confidence. Like, people who are saying, like, oh, you know, Savannah's got her rent-free and all of this, I don't see that at all. And I'm not saying, like, Savannah's not confident. Savannah is confident in her own way. They're very, very different people. Claressa's confident in front of the camera. She is more confrontational. She is more comfortable, I suppose, speaking her mind, whereas Savannah's not. That doesn't mean Claressa's more confident than Savannah because of that. But I just feel like Claressa's aura, everything about her, she oozes confidence. Something I noticed, she was, I'm pretty sure, out of the entire card, the only fighter that didn't look down at that scale. And to me, that's always quite a big deal. Because I think when you've got fighters who are looking down and looking at their numbers, they're worried. They are worried that they're going to make weight. Claressa is so calm, collective, and confident that she's hit weight, she's ready to go. So for me, she just, I'm not saying Savannah's not confident, but Claressa's just on a whole nother level for me. So I can't agree with those who say Claressa looks rattled or she's irritated by Savannah. I just don't get that impression at all. Claressa's emotional and like she can react, and like she did react to the crowd today, but I think that's positive for her. That's her personality. That fires her up. It's not necessarily a negative. And again, I'm standing by what I've been saying the whole time. I think Claressa wins. I actually think Claressa could win with a late stoppage. I'm not saying like a one power punch like we would expect from Savannah, but just think Claressa's work rate, and she's got such a high punch count. I think it's going to tire Savannah out, and I think she's going to start feeling the shots. We know Claressa can dig to the body as well. We don't necessarily know what Savannah's engine's like because she's got so many knockouts. Can she go 10 rounds at that high pace, high intensity, and high level, high quality? Can she do that? I'm actually not 100% sure. And I think because of that, we could possibly see Claressa able to stop her from round 7 and over. Equally, I wouldn't be surprised if Savannah, could knock her out, of course. We know she's powerful, but I'm going with Claressa, and I actually think a late stoppage, in my opinion. But we've got some people saying it's a 50-50, Claressa on points. She does have the best timing ever as well. I think her footwork sets her up for that. She's got a flurry of punches. She throws punches and bunches, high combos, high work rate. She's a pain, I think. I think she's Savannah's worst nightmare, if I'm completely honest. I really do. I think it's one of Savannah's difficult opponents, not obviously just because it's Claressa Shields, but I just don't think the style matches Savannah's. But I do know Peter Fury's come out and said they've been working a lot on Savannah's speed and things like that. So I don't know, we might see a new Savannah, we'll see. ALYCIA is not going to be an easy work, but I have MIKAELA on points. Again, I got to agree. Could MIKAELA Mayer surprise us? I'm going to be honest. I'm putting a bet on MIKAELA Mayer and Claressa Shields both to get the stoppages, because it's not what we're expecting. If we're thinking if there's a stoppage, it's the other way around. We know MIKAELA can punch. That Hamadouche fight showed everything. It's just that Hamadouche is very, very tough, and I'm not saying ALYCIA is not. But apart from Terry Harper, ALYCIA's not been in with a super high level of opponents. She didn't necessarily impress in her last fight. However, I know it was quite short notice and things like that. But I just think MIKAELA's got it all, and she keeps getting better every single fight. We've seen the power that she can implement. She's starting to move up and down the body really well, just a lot of variety. And I think that can frustrate ALYCIA. And I don't know, again, I think MIKAELA could get the late stoppage, but I suppose in a realistic world, they'd both win on points. But I don't know. If you're a betting person, I would definitely go for that. But of course, the show is tomorrow. I feel like we've all been waiting such a long time for this. I'm even more excited now to watch the weigh-in. And something I'm really looking forward to is that moment that they get in the ring. This is for both the co-main and main events. That moment that when, say, ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER will walk out first and she's waiting in the ring, that moment that MIKAELA Mayer gets in the ring and does that lap of the ring, and what happens then? Will they have to be pulled apart? Will they keep cool? And I think that will say a lot about how the start of the fight's going to happen. And then with Shields and Marshall, I feel like they're going to come out and be very focused. And they'll look at each other, they'll have that glare, the stare, all of that. But I feel like it'll be Mayer and BAUMGARDNER who, yet again, will need to be pulled away. But I cannot wait. Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel on here. Just have a look at the videos that I've talked about with the kick, which is genuinely incredible. I think MIKAELA Mayer has a future in MMA. Have a look at Claressa Shields' walk-off, because, again, absolutely brilliant. Make sure you're following myself on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Women's Fight News on Twitter and Instagram, because we're going to be releasing more content. We're going to have the undercard weigh-ins coming up on YouTube in the next couple of hours. And then as soon as we hear more information about the start times of the fight order, we're going to be posting all of that out. And tomorrow, Susie is joining me in London. We're going to both be at the show, and we're going to get as much content as possible, as many interviews as possible. So make sure you've hit subscribe. Have a great day, and tune in tomorrow, because it is going to be such a great card.